This is the 2021 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day here at Red Rock Resort. We're sponsored by our friends over at New World Graphics. They do custom shirt printing and embroidery, and they remind you, don't blend in, stand out. This is the Western High Warriors, Associate Head Coach Jacobs, lineman Timothy Buckles, and wide receiver guy Barrios Vidal. Coach Jacobs, give us a scouting report. How do the Warriors look? What can we expect this fall?
We have a lot of guys returning. We also have a lot of young guys just due to the COVID. But we're really excited to be out there and just always working to improve.
Sure. Like many of the other teams in town, you've got some kids who are going to be asked to play significant snaps on varsity who have never played on varsity, maybe never played in the program. How do you get those kids up to speed? I mean, you guys are educators first, obviously. How do you get those guys up and running?
I think I like this coach, Urban Meyer, and one of the things he talked about was to get his players ready is he put them under the fire and just make practice as hard as possible. And so we just use the same philosophy and just increase the heat all the time. So that way they're constantly growing, and by the end of the season, we should be where we need to be.
Yeah, so Western's now part of the 3A class, and there's some fun games on the schedule. You get a chance to do some road trips to some small towns, play some teams that you guys haven't played. Your thoughts on the new league, how do you guys fit in there, Coach?
I think we fit in pretty good with them. We know that Moapa and Verdant Valley are pretty good, and there's a lot of other teams that are in the city who are very similar to us. So we think we match up pretty well with the guys that we'll be playing against.
Sure. Guys, tell us a little bit about the offense. How are you guys going to score points? What's the game plan offensively?
Well, the game plan is mainly on the run game, but we will try to trick them and go deep sometimes, and just make the best out of every play we have.
Sure. Tell us about the off season. How's it gone? How's the training been? I would assume as an athlete, it's nice to get back on the field.
Oh yes, it's beautiful. It's very grueling, but at the same time, you have to love the pain. You have to embrace it. So all of our guys are ready, pretty much.
Yeah, Timothy, that defense, bro. You got to stop some guys this year, right? What's the key? How do you get pressure on the quarterback defensively? What's the plan?
Aggression, just putting pressure on the quarterback, putting pressure on the running backs, the wide receivers, making sure they're not comfortable in their spot.
Yeah, I love when we get schools like Valley and Shap, where I went, and Western and Clark, because there's so much history and tradition, and it's been around forever. And I mean, Timothy, being at Western High and getting to play and represent all those guys that come before you, how fulfilling is that for you, knowing that you're part of a program that's got a lot of history to it?
Oh, very. It's great to be part of a legacy that can really come back this year. It's an amazing feeling to represent it.
Sure. Coach, is there a game on the schedule that you guys are looking forward to? Is there a rivalry week, a game that, hey, if we could beat this team, our season could go the way we need it to go?
And we've taken it one game at a time. I love playing the other traditional schools, so like the Clarks, and we don't get to play Clarks, but we get Rancho and Valley. We just really enjoy playing them guys just because we know they're going to bring it, we're going to bring it, and we're all so close together that it's like king of the city.
Yeah, it feels like we're stuck in the 1980s, and it was a glorious time, right?
Yeah.
So everyone, this is the Western Warriors. We wish them good luck this year. And one more time, we'd like to shout out to our friends at New World Graphics. They remind you to don't blend in, stand out. Boys, we're rooting for you. Have fun, okay?
Thank you. Go Warriors.